Yo, what's good, folks? We are back, or I am back, for No Cap Boxing. Let's get it, let's do it, let's kill this stream. Got a lot to talk about, or got a few topics to talk about. Let's see how long we go for today. But here we go. Let me start the stream with my track. It is called New Me, and it is by none other than your boy K. Kenny. It is called New Me. Let's go. My audio started playing back, but here we go. It's called New Me by none other than your boy K.O. Kenny. It is on my EP, All on the Table. Here we go.
Niggas swear that they know me, leveling up it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame, I don't got time to be phony. The way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings, I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me, cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Wait, you used to know me, what makes you think that a nigga the same? Or maybe you thought that you knew me, Photoshop me in your brain. You captured an image created with feelings and then I got framed. I keep making change, what makes you think that a nigga won't change? Look, I put trust in the process, now I'm not here for your nonsense. I still move with aggression, not as angry, yeah that's progress. I don't fight with a weapon, still got hands, I still be boxing. Y'all just hate on the vision, blow that bridge, I create distance. Them niggas swear that they know me, leveling up it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame, I don't got time to be phony. Way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings, I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me, cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Look, I work it out like six-pack, I still drink mad six-packs. I don't be with niggas or too many women, that's how I'm feeling, no setback. You niggas stay working to get back, the image you get, I give that. Fuck your feelings, you keep that. I ask if I want the feedback, give me the smoke, I need that. Could use a friend, don't need that. I be with myself, I stay in my head, I don't need approval, I curve you. Tolerate them, won't eat shit. Don't be disrespectful, I ignore your verbal. You put your hands up and I'll serve you. Respect the elders, I started this shit and you follow suit, so I birthed you. Wait, them niggas swear that they know me, leveling up it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame, I don't got time to be phony. The way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings, I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me, cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Wait, got no remorse, no explanation, nigga, I'm moving impatient. You niggas complacent, chase you like Jason, not the same trials we are facing. Moves are surface and ruthless, there's no containment, y'all brought the phase in. Pointing the fingers and y'all put the blame in, I lost the love's what I'm saying. If I was your boy then you do what you claiming, not with the game that you playing. Not with the rumors you spreading, not with the attitude niggas be getting. I changed the setting, niggas was chilling, I'm blowing it up, I'm getting. Nice on the Sonics embedded, rock with a style, the future is deaded.
Alright. That was my track, New Me. It is on my EP, All on the Table. Go check that out. Bring those stream numbers up. Help a dude out. Let's make it happen. Yo, what's good? Alex G, JC, Chauncey Pearls. How's it going? You already know. I'm back to talk my smack. What's poppin', Alex? Carnal. JC, you already know, man. We here. Great production and clear vocals. That EP is very well produced. Amazing job. Yeah, man, my boy Nice on the Sonics. He's a great engineer, mixed it very well. The guy who produced the tracks, I got all my beats off of YouTube, and yeah, man, worked on it all around, making it happen. I can't front, that track is kind of proper. It sounds pretty dope. Thank you, man. I put in work on that, man. I put in work on the whole EP. Check that out, bro. I'm telling you. Kenny going hard on that track. I be trying to go hard, not trying to go hard. I be going hard on all my tracks, man. I don't be playing the soft, emotional, feeling ones because, you know, this is a boxing podcast. Who wants to hear about feelings and emotions on a boxing podcast? Am I right? I think so. All right. But, yo, here we go. Let's start it with this last weekend. Had quite a few good fights. I was over there at the Top Rank card. It was a new experience for myself. It was the first time that I went to a fight and I was there as media. When you're there as media at the fights, obviously you go in to fight for free. So, and there is no video recording allowed. They allow you to take pictures, you know, write, give your audio commentary on whatever devices you may have and do your thing, but they don't allow you to take any videos, so I didn't take any videos. I got quite a few pictures from my cell phone, though. I didn't go ready to take any pictures, you know, trying to do what I had to do, man. Trying to do what I had to do at this press conference. Thank you, Chauncey. Thank you. You know I had to put in work on that. And yeah, we're going to talk about Berlanga in a second, Alex. We're gonna get to him in a second. Got to talk about a few people on the undercard first. Let's see. Hold on a second too, because I took quite a few pictures, and I'm just gonna start going through these pictures. They're in random order. Hold on. Let me put that up. There we go. All right. So these pictures are in random order. I took them all the night of. I was trying to go put them in order from the first fight of the night to the last one, but I didn't get to, apparently, because I got here too late from the gym. But it is what it is. We got to get swole, and we got to be out here doing the show, you know. But here we go. First pictures of Edgar, Berlanga, and Angulo, as you see. Catching some boxing stands, catching whatever I could catch, because I'm telling you, it wasn't as easy. When they're moving so damn much, I was trying to get the in-motion shot. But when they're moving so damn much at such a high speed, it's really difficult to get those. The still shots, those come easy. But the shots when they're in motion that they're fighting, those are much more difficult to come by. By the way, Edgar Berlanga had his Edgar Berlanga Nike sneakers, or boxing shoes. But thank you, JC. You already know. But here we go. I got the crispy ass hairline. When you could catch a dude's hairline from so deep, you see this right here. When you catch a dude's hairline from so deep, yeah, you know that shit is crispy. But yeah, so let's talk about. No, I want to start with the first fight. It's too bad it's coming up with the Berlanga images first. Fuck it. We'll talk about Berlanga, then we'll talk very, very little bit about the other fights. Berlanga, man, he went in there. He showed that he had a better jab than in his previous fights. I guess that's because the injury wasn't there. His 1-2, he was able to pump off the 1-2, the jab and the straight following very, very well. Not too often, but he did it very, very well. When he did execute it, it landed on point. It was thrown very, very well. He did the jab much better, but he wasn't throwing the hooks or the power punches, and he wasn't throwing enough punches. He was fighting a little more on the back foot. He wasn't doing his come forward aggressive style, trying to man and control the ring like he regularly does or tries to do. I think that's obviously because of the new coaching and then getting rid of Rozier. It is what it is. I'm getting a lot of phone calls right now, but I can't answer. Yeah. Berlanga and Angulo. Pardon. I lost my train of thought right there. I keep getting a lot of phone calls right now, and it's whatever. So his footwork was all right. Angulo was definitely the biggest challenge that he has faced up to date. He passed. He didn't pass with flying colors. He won the fight just barely. A lot of people had it a draw. The people that were sitting next to me in the media section of the fight, they two of them thought that Angulo won the fight, and then two of them to my right thought that Berlanga was gonna get the win and won the fight. I thought Berlanga was gonna get the win and was gonna win the fight because that's the guy that they want to win. That's the guy filling the seats. At the end of the day, it's a money thing for Top Rank and for the businessmen behind the sport of boxing. For a boxer, it's about trying to win the fight and look best. But for Top Rank, if the fight is close and Angulo didn't do anything to necessarily win or look like he won, then they're going to give the fight to Berlanga. Let's get to some comments. It's a different vibe attending a fight as a fan or as someone covering the fight. Is it still fun? Chauncey is 100% a different vibe. It's definitely still fun, but it's definitely a lot more like censoring yourself and a lot more behaving as a professional and as if like the things in the fight don't necessarily phase you, you know, like a big punch landing or a knockout punch or something like that. You know, you see a big punch, you can be like, oh my, you know, you see a big punch, you just gotta kind of, oh, that's cool. You know, if you're writing about it, write about it. If you're taking pictures about it, whatever, you know, whatever you're doing with it, you do it. Oh, okay, that's cool. The But it is what it is. That there was a point that when Berlanga bit Angulo, at that point, the dudes next to me, they was writing stuff. One dude was tweeting, the other dude was writing a article, and I was like, oh my god, he just bit him, and they were writing stuff, so they didn't see it. And I guess that was the one point that I got shocked that I did something like a fan that worked out, because then they started writing that the guy bit him and shit like that. So, but yeah. Hey man, I love that you're walking the walk, doing the boxing thing and making music. It's inspiring. Alex, thank you so much. I definitely push myself to do the best in everything that I can and go hard at everything that I do. I used to have more shame in my game, and not necessarily shame, but be more conservative with my thoughts, my views, my music, and my media. But yo, I'm pushing myself to put myself out there. You know, why not? I feel like I'm a great being. I feel like there's a bunch of other great beings out there. It's just who's willing to put themselves out there or not. And I'm putting myself out there. It is what it is. And thank you for noticing and acknowledging, brother. I appreciate that. Berlanga is a flop. Zayas is the face of Puerto Rico. I wholeheartedly agree. It's just that Zayas has to start fighting 12 rounders, and Zayas wasn't getting those, what was it, 14, 15 first round knockout fights. And that just made Berlanga look like he was a star. But it's not looking the same. Zayas looked amazing in his last fight against Lavalier, but let's see what happens in his next fights. Let's see as he steps up in opposition. I think Zayas is that guy. Zayas is amazing. He can box. He got power. He got a great jab, a fast one too. He has a great gas tank on him. Doesn't gas out. Berlanga kind of gasses out his gas tank. He needs to work on that. He needs to work on something other than power. So. Look, I could agree with a lot of reasons as to why Xander Zayas is the face of Puerto Rico and not Berlanga. I could 100% see that, but it is what it is right now with the current status that they both have in the sport of boxing. Ignacio Ortiz says Berlanga needs a lot of work, bro. Unless they can get this kid to commit to either being a banger or a boxer, he's going to struggle as the competition gets tougher. I agree. I think they also need to stop changing coaches, stick to one game plan, refine that game plan, whether he's going to be coming forward and throwing a lot of punches and trying to knock the guy out, trying to impose his will, or whether he's going to be fighting on the on the back foot and trying to counter punch and more box. I think a combination of both would work, different points in the fight, but I don't think they should fall back from either one. And he definitely needs to work on his gas tank. In the off season, he needs to continue training instead of taking time off and going on vacation. He needs to continue training in between fights so that when he is getting ready for a fight next time, he's not training to lose weight. He's training to build his stamina, his gas tank, and his muscle so he could perform much better. Because I don't think it's that he doesn't have the skill. I think he doesn't have the gas tank. He keeps on gassing out. And when he gasses out, he tries to do the shell thing and come and start moving back, and he takes some type of hits. We've seen him gassing out, you know? Berlanga definitely needs a lot of work. He needs a hell of a lot of sparring work. I think he needs to fix it in the gym before he moves on to the next fight, and then he can. There is opportunities. We'll see what happens though. But it seems also like his brain is messing with him just a little bit. Like after Ryan Garcia got knocked down, even if he won the fight, he still took a step back from boxing, and he was starting to have those mental lapses and go through his mental health time period. Berlanga's not taking some time off, but it does seem like his mental health is taking a hit from him being knocked down. He hasn't necessarily been the same ever since he got knocked down. He's been a little more tentative in his trying to impose his will, impose his power, you know. Berlanga, a.k.a. Daddy Yankee. I love that he took this challenge, but I'm hearing a lot of people that he did not win that fight. It was very close. He could have lost the fight. They gave him the fight. It is what it is. I think he won the fight just barely. It is what it is. It is what it is. When Reese Max says when Berlanga has stepped up a little bit in competition, he just hasn't looked as good. We have to wait and see Mosley Jr. like improvements. Nah, Mosley Jr. Shit, he looked alright in his last fight, but he's been garbage before that. Berlanga, I don't know. I'd say what I think they need to do with him. I don't know what they're going to do with him, what his next fight is going to be. I hope that they don't announce a fight for him extremely quickly, because the dude needs to work on his boxing game and his mental. And if he goes right back in there immediately, he could be suffering a loss, because at this point he cannot step back in competition. If he goes steps back in competition and fights the worst fighter, it's gonna look terrible on him. He's gonna lose a lot of respect from the fans. People aren't gonna show up to that and show out and try to pack the Hulu theater. And if he does step in there with a opposition of greater talent than Angulo, he could suffer a loss. He could suffer a loss unless he goes in there looking a lot better. Not that suffering a loss is the end of someone's career, but suffering a loss when you're still developing your career could be, that could be very hurtful. Some people never recover from losses, from big moments, big losses in their career. And right now, if he was to step back, it'd look terrible. And if he stepped forward in competition, then he could potentially take a big loss. And it'd be a big loss, because it'd be his first loss so early in his career when he's supposed to, be that guy. I agree, he needs drills for building stamina, maybe more road work and explosive work on the heavy bag, practicing his breathing while doing so. Yeah, I agree. Also, a lot of stamina, cardio type stamina, a lot of like jump roping, a lot of just throwing a lot of punches in combination, not necessarily punches with power, but continues to throw the punches for a long time period. It builds stamina. At the end of the day, he's trying to build stamina for throwing punches. So what's better for building stamina for throwing punches than just throwing punches, lots of punches, and doing it in rounds, doing it in times? Let's say, or not let's say, we know that a boxing round is 3 minutes. Let's have him in there, let's set a goal of punches for him to throw in 3 minutes. Let's start him like that for, let's have him doing that like every day a week, right? And not only for 3 minutes, but 3-minute rounds, throwing a certain amount of punches for 12 rounds, 3 minutes each round, right? Then build them up. As the weeks go by, increase the amount of punches, increase the amount of time that he's throwing punches per round. It's gonna get him to a point where those 3-minute rounds, he's gonna be able to throw double the amount of punches in those 3-minute rounds and not get tired, because he's training his gas tank to be able to throw those punches. And while throwing those punches, he should also be getting hit by his team. Hit not in the face, obviously, because they're not trying to hurt him, but hit in the body. Hit in the body, because guess what? You get hit in the body, that makes you lose your gas tank. So as he's training, he should be getting hit in the body so he could train to not lose those gas tanks. Let's continue going through these pictures though, as I speak. So yeah, Berlanga, man, there's a lot of training that he can do. There's a lot of things he should work on. And he can, and he has the time to. It'll just be terrible if he goes in there very soon, like I said, and face some type of opposition that's gonna defeat him. Because right now, defeat will look very bad on him, because that's what everybody's expecting. Salute to KO Kenny and the whole chat. What's good? Salute, maestro. Hey, if y'all don't, make sure y'all follow, subscribe, like his content. Make sure y'all smash the like for my channel as well. Thank you so much. Kenny, what do you think of guys like Karan Davis and Ronald Ellis as opponents for him next? Karan Davis could be very dangerous, because Karan Davis did all right against Beterbiev. Yeah, he lost, or he took the KO or whatever, but he was stable on his feet when he took that KO. He was landing counter punches and landing punches on Beterbiev, and Beterbiev was not hurting him. Beterbiev, he was standing on those 2 feet. Karan Davis has a strong chin, and a dude like Berlanga is not going to go in. Look, if Beterbiev didn't knock him out, Berlanga's not going to knock him out. That's how I'm feeling. Beterbiev has more skill than Berlanga, and a better gas tank and more power and longer limbs and all that. Throws more punches. Berlanga's not going to knock him out. He's going. I think that's a fight he loses. I don't know who he goes to next. Ronald Ellis, I'm not too sure. I gotta look a little more into Ronald Ellis, but I don't know. I don't know about that opposition for him right now. No. He's not very fast or quick, and his power has proven to be overrated. His power is definitely proven to be overrated at this top level, and he can be fast, he can be quick. It's just that when he does throw his speed, and he uses too much of his gas tank too quickly. So then when he starts throwing with nothing but power, and then you could see his punches, and he looks very slow throwing those punches. I just think they need to work on his stamina, man. They work on that gas tank. Work on that gas tank. You do not need to knock the guy out with one punch power. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going, though. Bop. Caught the jab, and I think he's going to go to another fight soon. I'm not going to go through the pictures of the other fighters because it's just way too much. But I will speak for 2 seconds about Josue Vargas, but in a little bit. Has Berlanga been hanging out in the clubs a little too much? Maybe. I don't know. The guy, I don't really know what he does in his personal life, but the guy definitely looks flashy, and he looks like he definitely enjoys his life. I don't know. I don't know. Maestro, the minute he gets a name, it's game over. It's terrible, man. He got big money, and then it's been a problem since. Ignacio Ortiz says, Maestro, I get that, but to me, the kid needs a lot of work. Top Rank will be smart to get him as a co-headliner and let him get better with less pressure on him. I completely agree, Ignacio. That'd be a great idea. Also, I don't think he would sell another fight at sell out another Hulu Theater fight card at the Garden without it being like him co-fighting or co-headlining a fight card. You know, I just don't see it. He needs major work to be a legit contender. I want to say that's a fact. I agree. I'd get him off TV altogether. Cash out against Morel. Nah, man. Getting him off TV altogether, that's a terrible move for his career as well. I disagree with that. I won't put the audio on this, but I'll let y'all see the beats up close real quick. I tried to zoom in and catch that. Went all the way in by mistake. There we go. Back out a little bit. Yeah, he caught the beats. I won't put the audio on there. He got the W though. All right, enough with the screen capture. Here we go. All right, so I will mention one thing. Josue Vargas, yo. He took the mean knockdown from an unexpected guy. I don't think there's anywhere for him to come back to. It is what it is. I think he needs to just rematch Dakota Linger and knock him the fuck out or something. Look amazing against him or something. I don't know. But he needs to avenge his losses. He can't. There's no way he could continue forward in the sport of boxing without defeating Dakota Linger. It just, like, the lone wolf mauled him. He ate him. Facts, Nacho and Maestro. Josue done. Yeah, bro, look. He needs... The only way that he's gonna rebuild that career or something is if he fights Dakota Linger again and completely destroys them, both outclassing, and then knocks them out or something and doesn't look weak in any point. That'd be one. 2, build up for like 2 fights and then fight Zepeda again and beat Zepeda. That's the only way Josue Vargas is ever gonna be like, oh, okay, he's good again. The hype. But unless he does that, it's over. Ain't nobody. Josue Vargas is gonna go downhill. JC says he's mentally gone. El Chong Cepeda got his huevos and soul. Yeah, I mean, look, he did seem mentally done. I had a little interview with him before the fight, and he definitely seemed a little done. It is what it is. I don't really know what to say. I wish the best for the guy. Go back to training. Go hit some of those Mike Tyson workouts and Canelo workouts where they put some weights on with a towel, or Mayweather, he used to do it on the machine as well too. There's a bunch of shit you could do for your neck to strengthen your neck so you could take a little more impact from the punch. He needs to go do some of that so he's not getting knocked out like that. Somebody next to me in the press, they was like, oh, I think it's over for him. I don't see what else he can do in the sport of boxing, and I think it's time for him to retire. I was like, damn, he's so young though already. It was like, I was like, all right, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. But okay, all right, okay. One thing too. Before I was about to go to Joe Smith Jr. Versus Beterbiev. But before I do that, Armani Almestica, he's looking good. Young dude knocked out his opponent. He was beating him convincingly. He could take a punch too. I was very, very impressed with him. I was definitely very impressed with him. All right. Actually, before I even go to that, I want to talk about your boy Floyd Mayweather making money with Ryzen again. Supposedly he made 1.5 million or some shit like that. He was calling it easy money from doing the press conference from that fight. 1.5 million for a press conference. That's crazy amount of money. That's big bread. I wish I got 1.5 million for doing any fucking thing. Like, there's nothing that I could do right now in my life that's gonna pay me 1.5 million. I just want y'all to hear that and think about that for a second. Is there anything that you can do in your life right now at this moment, anything that you can do that'll pay you 1.5 million? I'll answer the question for myself. The answer is no. And I say that specifically because I've been thinking about this a lot, and I try to put myself in two different states of mind, right? I try to put myself in the state of mind of like a boxing analyst, a boxing fan, a boxing commentator, right? And then I try to put myself into the mindset of a businessman, right? Because I'm not a boxer. I'm a boxing analyst. I'm a boxing critic and boxing analyst, right? But I'm also a businessman. That's doing business, operating businesses. That's how I make a living. So I think about the big numbers, and then I think about what Floyd Mayweather is doing, and I think about from both state of minds. And from the boxing analyst and critic state of mind, it's like, what the fuck you doing? You're messing up your legacy, Floyd. Like 50-0, or I mean 49-0, whatever you want to call it. He had a great boxing career. Showed some amazing skills and abilities in the ring. Just got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and he's been doing these exhibitions for some time. And it's like, fuck, Floyd, you're destroying your legacy. Nobody wants to see you do this. And then I think about it from the businessman point of view, and it's like 1.5 million, 1.5 million for doing something that a boxing critic says is destroying his legacy in the sport of boxing, but a businessman says 1.5 million for going in there and beating somebody up who's nowhere near your level of skill, just for the press conference, not even for the fight. I don't even know what they're in it for the fight. I don't even know if the 1.5 million for the press conference is true, but I read that on a post, and if it is true, that's a hell of a lot of money, and I don't knock him for going to go get that 1.5 million. Like, I'm not even mad at him no more, because those are like master businessman moves. There's no way he's gonna lose. If he loses, let's say, who cares? Like, you know, this is some bullshit exhibition. It's not gonna affect his boxing record, right? Like, it's an amazing business move, and you cannot be mad at Floyd Mayweather for the amazing businessman move. He may be broke and he may not have great business etiquette in the rest of his life, but yo, 1.5 million for a press conference. Stop playing. I think I could be a good pro boxing judge. Bro, with the caliber of boxing judges that they have right now, I feel like any one of us replacing the boxing judges or the boxing refs would make a huge difference. It would change the game. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Nope, not possible. I've been trying to get it for some time, but I can't find it. I was trying to find whatchamacallit, the tail of the tape for Beterbiev and Joe Smith, but I don't even see that. I like the tail of the tape. All right, I found a little something. I'm just gonna read it off. Here we go. So, Artur Beterbiev Height, he's 5'11 and a half, has a reach of 73 inches. Joe Smith has a height of 6 feet and a reach of 76 inches. Total fights for Beterbiev is 17. Total fights for Joe Smith Jr. is 31. Beterbiev is undefeated. Joe Smith is 28 wins and 3 losses. Now, I said it once before, and I'm going to say it once again. My man, Artur Beterbiev, is going to win this Saturday. I think that Joe Smith is going to be trying to apply pressure and power and volume. And I think it's going to work for some time until Beterbiev starts going on the inside and getting the nice clean hooks and nice clean straights and his body shots. Again, his body shot. When Beterbiev starts doing that, and when Joe Smith feels the power, push him back and feels the power to the body, it's going to be a game-changing move. I'm telling you. Joe Smith is going to feel that, and then you're going to see him start being tentative, in and out, and you're not going to see the relentless come forward, throw punches and bunches type of stuff that Joe Smith tries to do once he feels that Beterbiev power. Once he feels that Beterbiev power to the body, he's going to be a little in and out. He's going to try to throw 1, 2, 3. He's going to step out, and Beterbiev is going to be doing his thing too. You got to understand, Beterbiev is going to be coming forward. The fight is going to start with both of these guys trying to come forward and colliding a whole lot. And then at one point, we're going to see Joe Smith start going on the back foot. I'm telling you, remember I said that. How old is Beterbiev again? I think he's like 37. I think he's 37. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Let me check that out. Beterbiev age. Beterbiev is, yeah, he's 37 years old. Philly Drew says it's going to be an upset. My guy Philly Drew has Joe Smith Jr. winning. JC says, cry, Eagles, cry. I'm not sure what that's about, but it sounds funny. Beterbiev got the inside guard control and clinch fighting style. Yes, I'll give him that. However, can't count out big Joe Smith Jr. Jr.'s ring experience, edge, even with one of the best inside fighters, but old B-Hop. Yo, I'm telling you, man. You're going to see. You're going to see. Beterbiev has the inside game, but he also has the outside game. He be coming forward with the jab and the right. And then once the first two land, that the person starts guarding up, you see he quickly comes in and then he starts letting off on the inside. I'm telling you, man. Woo! Woo! I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Hold on. Let me get some water. I'm thirsty. Bevo's nice. We ain't saying nothing about Bevo. He's nice. Bevo won though. Unless Joe Smith catches Beterbiev before round 6, he's not going to win that fight. Beterbiev will walk him down and stop him. Ignacio, I agree, and I also don't see that happening before round 6. I'm telling you, early on, Joe Smith is going to come out on fire and try to impose as well. But once he starts feeling that power, he's going to start feeling that power round 1. This ain't no game. He's going to start feeling that power round 1. Watch. Joe Smith is going to go in there from round 1, trying to impose himself, trying to left, right, hug. He's going to be trying to do his thing. And the moment Beterbiev lands that body shot and one of them uppercuts, you're going to see Joe Smith on the back foot. And I'm telling you, man, remember, I'm calling this shit like that. Remember, once it hits like round 3, 4, you're going to see Joe Smith Jr., his volume of punches decrease dramatically. And you're going to see, not decrease as in be non-existent, decrease dramatically. Because I'm telling you, he's going to start the first couple rounds on fucking fire. That's how I feel. I feel like Joe Smith is going to come out there throwing like 50 punches around, and that's a lot for that weight class. So, maybe even more. Who knows? But yeah, man. And I think it's gonna be. I think this fight is definitely gonna end by stoppage. I do not see this fight going 12 rounds. And I tell you, man, I feel bad for my guy from New York, but I think Joe Smith is gonna get knocked out terribly, terribly, terribly. Even people saying, but Joe Smith got power. He could drop Beterbiev. He could drop Beterbiev. That could happen. You know what I think is gonna happen if Beterbiev gets dropped? He's gonna get back up and come forward like a tank and get upset, and then it's really gonna be over. And then it's really, really gonna be over for Joe Smith. Philly Irish Drew Evo says longer the fight lasts is better for Smith. I don't know, man. Because I disagree with that, because those Beterbiev punches, they're gonna be hurting him. The body and the face is gonna be hurt at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks, eyeballs. They start bleeding, get bruised up. You can't really see. I guess it's a lot of things that can happen. The longer the fight goes, the more of a beating Beterbiev is gonna be putting on Joe Smith. So hey, look, I'm telling you, man. No, I read that one already. Did I? No. Joe Smith will have a tight high guard the whole fight and stand his ground looking for a big punch. And that's when Beterbiev is gonna come in with those power punches. You're right. Beterbiev must work the body. He got to maintain his defensive responsibility, firing away. Yeah, Beterbiev never goes wild in there. Beterbiev be composed in there. Beterbiev be taking damage and he stay composed, and then he comes through like the fucking Terminator with his sharp position and the power. The punches, they don't even look like they land with crazy power. And then you see the guy, I can't breathe. We seen these guys hurt and shit. So yeah, man. I will remember Kenny Aries, Mag. Remember, remember. Zuldo beats both of these guys. He's too. Oh my god. Why'd you do that? Why'd you bring Zuldo? aka the guy who ain't fought nobody at 175, aka the Jaime Munguia of 175 pounds, aka I fight truck drivers all day. Come on, man, stop it. Zuldo, he ain't got nothing for nobody. Both Bevo, Joe Smith, and Beterbiev destroy Zuldo. Matter of fact, I said this last time. Morrell Jr. from 168, if he goes up to 175, he destroys Zuldo. Zuldo loses against all top level competition. You can quote me on that one too. Remember that. Remember I said that. Quote me on that one. Beterbiev is capable of getting clipped. It's a good fight regardless, and just rooting for underdog Smith. Haha, want to see Beterbiev, Bevo too. Yeah, Beterbiev is definitely capable of getting clipped, and he's gotten clipped before. And if he does, I'm telling you, he's going to get back up and he's going to be relentless. Every time he's taken a big hit, gotten clipped, gotten cut, gotten something crazy, he comes back from that composed. It's not like he falters when he gets clipped. No, he comes back from getting clipped composed and comes even more relentless with more aggression. If he gets clipped, it's even worse for Joe Smith. Beterbiev smoking Smith, says Team Batman Boxing. I agree. Smoking him like a motherfucking spliff. Zuldo beats Vlasov. Nah, Vlasov probably boxes Zuldo's head off. Stop playing. Exactly. He stays tight. Look, man. I'm not saying that Joe Smith Jr. is a bad boxer. He's not. The only thing that I'm saying is that I think Beterbiev is a better boxer and is more powerful, and that Joe Smith is going to feel that power, and that power, I don't think that Joe Smith is going to, like, it's not going to be like an early one punch, Joe Smith goes down and is out. No, I think it's going to be the volume of power punches landing to the shoulders, the body, the elbows, the arms, the face, the head, the neck, chest. I mean, the punches landing everywhere in combination, it's gonna destroy Joe Smith Jr. You watch. I said that. And it's not gonna destroy Beterbiev. Beterbiev be wrestling Russian bears. Goddamn it, Russian fucking bears. You seen them wrestling bears? Beterbiev, Bevo, Khabib, all these guys. These Russians wrestle bears. I want to fucking wrestle bears. No, I really don't though. We gotta fight. We gotta fight this weekend, man. Chin guarded, elbows tucked in. Yo. He's gonna do what he has to do. I'm telling you. Beterbiev, like if you saw the last fight he had against what's his name? I'm terrible with names. I gotta look it up. What the hell, bro? What the hell? Marcus Brown. Yeah, the last fight he had against Marcus Brown, he caught the headbutt to the forehead. He had the huge gash down the middle of the face, and it was bleeding. And the ref told him he had one more round. And what he did, he got another round after that one round, and another round after that one round, because he was putting in work. That blood wasn't stopping him. That he ain't even look faint. He looked more powerful, more composed, more ready to go, and he was putting in work on Marcus Brown till he stopped him, going head, body, head, destroying him. He was putting in work on him. Look, Joe Smith is the Willamette. I'm not sure what Willamette is. But yeah, man, look. Joe Smith is the underdog, and Joe Smith is a good fighter, and he has power, and he has a great gas tank. He could throw a hell of a lot of punches and bunches. He's taller. He got the better reach. But in this instance, I'm gonna go for the shorter man with the shorter reach, the older man that has the more power and is more composed. He's mentally there. Look, Beterbiev got a solid mind, a solid body. His work ethic is solid, and I think he's just gonna go in there and not outwork Joe Smith. I think Joe Smith is gonna be trying to outwork Beterbiev, but I think Beterbiev is just gonna land the more precise, powerful punches that are just gonna be more impactful to Joe Smith's body, to Joe Smith's head, everywhere. And I'm telling you, I think that's how the fight is gonna end. Probably not by TKO. But it could be a TKO. I could see like somebody being very beat up and bloody, and the ref stepping in like, nah, he ain't throwing enough punches. He's all beat up. Stop it. Although the refs definitely weren't saving Josue Vargas this past weekend. Shit, they was letting him get beat up, pounded. They gave him so many chances. He came in there with the wobbly legs, and they were still letting him rock. 8 for 9 round stoppage for Beterbiev. Yeah, I could see that. 8, 9, 10, somewhere in that vicinity. I could see that a stoppage for Beterbiev in those rounds. Yeah, and like I said, Beterbiev is not Beterbiev. Joe Smith Jr. is gonna look good in the first 1-2 rounds maybe, but he's gonna start feeling Beterbiev's power early on, and that's gonna change the whole fight. Once Beterbiev starts landing those power punches to the body, bah, bah, da. Once he starts landing those, Joe Smith bringing his lunch pail. Don't be disrespected. If Smith's size and frame way down and slow down Beterbiev's activity too. It's gonna be fun. I didn't think about that. I mean, he's not too much taller, to be honest. He's kind of almost right there. And Beterbiev throws a lot of punches when on the inside. So I think if Joe Smith tries to like put the body on him and weigh him down the way fighters be doing, that leaves Joe Smith's body wide open for the body counter punch. I think, and that could happen. That could happen. I just think that for every tool that Joe Smith has, Beterbiev has a counter for that tool, and a very powerful counter, because all of Beterbiev's punches come with power. Beterbiev took a minute to warm up against Brown, so the same could happen against Smith. If Beterbiev starts slow, I say a KO in 10. I don't think that Beterbiev is gonna start slow. I don't think he has an option to start slow. See, he started slow with Marcus Brown because Marcus Brown was kind of also slow. He was trying to figure out all that head and body movement. None of the stuff with which Joe Smith does. Joe Smith don't be doing all that head body movement and shoulder stuff. The what is it, the Philly shell shit, and all that other shit that Marcus Brown was trying to do. That I feel kept Beterbiev tentative for a while. Yeah, bro, it's just, where's the fight at? The fight's at MSG, Hulu Theater, I believe. Verona, New York. No, it's not. Is it? Hold on. Get out of here. Okay. Joe Smith Jr. versus Beterbiev. I'm looking it up right now. It does not say the location. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm live. Can't look for that. But I'll take your word for it, Ignacio. Okay, might be even crowd. Bevo Smith seemed to have a good mix of Smith and Bevo fans. Yeah, I have no idea how the crowd's going to be. I have no idea if the crowd is even going to play a factor. I just feel like Beterbiev and his state of mind, the way he showed how composed he is against Marcus Brown, and the way he showed how composed he was after he got knocked down by Callum, it's impressive. And I think that his mind is going to carry him through the entire fight, and his power and his abilities and his inside fighting, combination of all these things that I think are the exact counter punch for Joe Smith's abilities. I think that that's just going to bring Beterbiev over for this victory. But yeah, that's about it for me today. That is about it for me today. I got Beterbiev winning, like I said. And regarding to answer the question, is Edgar Berlanga a flop? I'm gonna say not yet. I'm gonna say that I don't think Edgar Berlanga is a flop just yet. I think that people just had very high hopes for the kid and anticipated him being like an extreme Puerto Rican great. Because he's from New York, because he had those 15 first-round knockouts, because he is Puerto Rican, and they was trying to say that he was the next Tito Trinidad. He was training in Puerto Rico with Tito Trinidad, and I think that people, he got the look to him with the chains. He's a fresh New York kid, so he got the look to him of like a star, and people just expected him to be the greatest. But he is just an up-and-coming fighter that hasn't necessarily gotten enough rounds because his first 15 fights were all one-round fights or 14 fights, whatever it is. So I don't think Berlanga's a flop. I think that if he doesn't make some quick changes and improvements in what he's doing, then he's definitely going to be a flop. But I don't think he's just at flop city just yet. Ignacio, that's a great way to put it. And Reese Mack as well. He's still a work in progress, 100% agree. And it definitely will be great violence in the fight. Berlanga is to be determined. I love that one. He is TBD, to be determined. Ricky Ricardo says, unfortunately, Berlanga is very limited. I don't see him winning any title soon. Beterbiev should get a KO in the mid to late rounds. Yeah. I agree with you on everything you just said. And I don't think that they should be putting Berlanga to try to win any titles anytime soon. I don't think they shouldn't put him against that level of opposition. They should keep him in the same level for a little bit. They should have him sparring crazy amount of rounds against difficult fighters, sparring like a motherfucker. They should have him working on his gas tank. Like, Berlanga's not a flop yet, but he can be a flop if he does a couple of bad moves. And him and his team really need to do some deep thinking and deep planning and figure out what is the proper move for him. Work on that gas tank, please. Work on that gas tank, please, and really do your search and really do your math and find the right opponent for Berlanga. The right opponent that is either on the same level as Angulo or just slightly better, but that plays to Berlanga's advantages in order for Berlanga to look good and also get some more rounds in the in boxing and develop a little more. Because let's all be serious, he needs to develop a little more. And if he doesn't develop anymore because of the hype train that he's been on, because of what everybody believes, if he doesn't develop a little more very quickly, then he is gonna be a flop. And that's my final say on that one. Berlanga can't let desperation get best out of him on all fronts ever again if he wants to turn it around. Ain't no half biting. Bro, that was crazy. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten no suspension. They ain't get a suspension. And he was joking about it at the end. The referee didn't say nothing to him. The referee didn't see it. I don't know. That was all, the biting thing. That was all a little sus, if you ask me. That was all a little funny. Yeah, that was a little crazy. Let's see. But the biting moment wasn't the only moment. There was when he bit him. Then there was another moment that he was talking shit to him, like the ref separated. He put his hands down, started talking shit verbally. There's just too many moments of talking shit, and I think Berlanga needs to not let his emotions get to him, and like you said, not let the desperation get to him. And not try to bite dude. Like, bro, it's not funny. Dude at the end of the fight said, oh, you know, he was throwing elbows, he was getting dirty in there, so I was gonna Mike Tyson his ass. What the fuck, bro? That's not even funny. That's not even cool. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of people in boxing that are mad at him and hate what he is doing or what he did. Feel bad for the guy. Whatever. Yeah, he also needs to do some soul searching, some meditating, get that anger out of his system, figure out what's going to be his next move as well, and just get his mind centered and focused on his goal and what he needs to do, and get his mind and his thoughts away from the fears of losing or the fears of getting knocked down. We've seen him take big punches and that he can eat them. So it's like, yo, work on your defense, work on not taking those big punches. You got a chin. You're already fighting in the ring for big money. You're already there. Focus your mind and do what you need to do in the sport of boxing. Do what you need to do for your fitness. Do what you need to do in the ring, but don't bite anybody. Don't let your emotions and your aggression get to you. Focus, my guy. You're young. You're talented. You're right there. Yo, you making money. You selling out the garden. You're right there. Just make a smart move, because he's right there, and it could be a crash and burn. Or it could be stocks rising all the way. So I just you never know what's gonna happen though. We'll see. Yeah, but that's it. If Berlanga and his team were smart, they would have him train with Joe Smith. That dude busts his ass training. That sounds good to me. Joe Smith does work hella hard. That does make a lot of sense. But all right, folks, the time is now 5:54. I didn't get nothing to eat after the gym because I left the gym at 4:50 and this show starts at 5 o'clock. So I literally ran from the gym here, started the show. I need to go get my calories in if I'm going to keep growing the guns. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a gun show out here. If we're going to make this gun show happen, I need to keep getting the calories in. So I'm going to go get my protein shakes, my green juices, my smoothies. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys all have a great night. Enjoy the fight Saturday. Yeah, man. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys all have a great day. Let me read these last comments. Counts Berlanga got away without any point deductions at minimum. That's hilarious. Peace. Yeah, man. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good day. If y'all don't already do so, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Share. Help me grow. Let's grow together. You guys all take care. Have a great night. Peace and love, y'all. Take care.